What's going on, guys? Welcome in to Clutch People TV. I hope you guys are having an amazing day or night. And today, or tonight, I should say, I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite players in the NBA. He is a young player. He's not getting the recognition he deserves whatsoever. And you can't say I hopped on the Keldon Johnson bandwagon because I've been following him since Kentucky. And I've been watching him ever since the NBA bubble. I literally made an NBA bubble video. You can check it out right here. It doesn't have that many views, because my channel was smaller when I did upload that video, but I appreciate all you guys that did watch that video. I don't even think it has 100 views, it has like 40 something, but I appreciate the ones that did check it out, talking about the standout players in the bubble, if it's Brad Wanamaker, Duncan Robinson, if it's also my man Keldon Johnson from Kentucky. The Spurs took him with the 29th pick, and I was really sad when he was dropping in the draft, but I also understood it because there was nothing that really wowed scouts when it came to Keldon Johnson. He definitely fits the mold when it comes to Spurs players. Like, the theme when it comes to the San Antonio Spurs is consistent success of going to the playoffs, but they don't have the flashiest of players, but they're so smart. They're tough mentally. They have good moves in their arsenal that are effective, but not that fun to watch. If it's a Tim Duncan, if it's a Manu Ginobili, if it's a Tony Parker's floater, Tim Duncan's bang shot, Ginobili's like patent like Euro step that was just so effective. And then you have a guy like Keldon Johnson, who's like not Kyrie Irving, like, of course, he's a small forward, but he doesn't have an insane handle, but it's so effective. He's, like, kind of herky-jerky in a way that he can get to the free throw line. He's a smooth shot from the outside. He has nice hesitations, though, that he's just such a high basketball IQ. I love watching Keldon Johnson play, and he was insane against the Los Angeles Lakers tonight. He was so effective, 5 for 9 from downtown, 7 for 11, very good efficiency, 26 points, 10 rebounds. He had a double-double at the small forward position. That is his position. 1 assist, 2 steals, 1 block. And if you probably know Keldon Johnson from college for hitting that like sensational half-court shot, but he's such a smooth shot. He makes the right plays happen. He knows when to get his as well. And he did not back down from the challenge, even though his team did lose versus the Lakers. You could say the Lakers are a better team with Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Montrezl Harrell, and they have this experienced team. They even added like a Wesley Matthews, Marc Gasol, which is cool because Marc Gasol, of course, he was a Laker. We know the whole Pau Gasol and Marc Gasol trade. Pau Gasol was a Laker, so it's cool that like the Gasol, like the other Gasol brothers back on the Lakers. It's insane how that like brother trade happened, but this man's a dog, and he's going to be a good player for a long time. And Becky Hammond can coach. Like, they have a good coaching staff, Greg Popovich, and he's definitely learning from the best of them. And I think they have a very underrated young core of Lonnie Walker, who is definitely this very, like, kind of project coming out of Miami. It's some capabilities of shooting the three. It wasn't consistent, only averaged like 10 points coming out of Miami. But this high-flying athlete, I love his story of how much he went through, him cutting his hair. If you don't know the whole story, I'll leave the link down below in the description, or I'm not going to, like, unleash his story, actually, because that is his story at the end of the day. And like, he wanted it to be heard from like his, like, obviously I'm not going to explain like what happened, but I believe it's on his Instagram. He did explain it on there, so you can check that out if you want. At the end of the day, that is his story. But guys like Keldon Johnson, guys like Lonnie Walker, I do like their future moving forward. DeJounte Murray, we'll see what guys like Lucas Samanic do. I'm not a Spurs fan, but I love Keldon Johnson's style of play. If it's the hesitations, getting to the rack, just like doing a good job initiating contact. He gets after it on defense as well. He's a guy Greg Popovich is going to love for the next few years. Greg Popovich may retire soon, but I'm definitely a big fan of Keldon Johnson, and you guys should be as well. Like, he's been good the last few games. He only had 7 points the last game, but he's a very efficient player. Against Pelicans, 14 points, 5 of 10, 50%, 11 rebounds. And so far this season, the stats have not updated, but before this, he was averaging 12 points and 7 rebounds. It's only the beginning of the season, but this is no fluke. He was doing this in the bubble, and he's really getting his true opportunity, and they're playing these young guys, and he's going to learn from guys like DeRozan, which is just awesome. But let me know down below your thoughts and analysis. Do you like Keldon Johnson? And as always, guys, have a humble day or night, and I want to thank you guys so much for the great amount of support. I want to give a big shout out to my member right here. Again, thank you so much for supporting the channel, and peace out, guys.